Hey guys, thanks again for joining us on another Sunday as we review Love and Marriage Huntsville. We had to take a break. Well, not really a break, but we do not have a new episode of Ready to Love. So this one will be a shorter review as we'll just talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville season 3, episode 18. So, Brittany, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this episode?
I'll probably give it probably a 5. I'll give it a 5.
I agree with you on the 5.
Yeah. It
5.
was okay.
Yeah, it was not giving much.
No.
But thankfully, you have recorded the scene. I mean, you jotted down the scene. So I guess we'll go ahead and talk about scene 1.
Okay. So scene 1 was Mel and Martell. They kind of did a continuation of when they was arguing about him seeing her at their favorite restaurant. So they went back on to that and they showed us scenes that we didn't see before. They added some more in there. For me, I just feel like Martell just ain't got no shame. Like he like okay with it. He like, yeah, that's our favorite restaurant. And yep, I walked in there and I record you. So what? He just don't care. And Melanie just wanna, like I was married to you and I cried and you was such a headache and now you still trying to be a headache to me. Like just respect me. But he don't care.
Mm-hmm. I guess maybe he thought she would never have the gusto to actually leave. You know what I mean? Like maybe he just thought she was just always going to take it, his infidelity, and just be there. And now that she actually left, it's probably hit him like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe I'm really losing my wife, kind of thing.
Right.
But it's just like you didn't have to do it in the first place. Like he made it seem like he was so unhappy. Like, oh, and she pleased me in ways that you don't. Oh, then why are you here? Okay, I let you go, but now you're still trying to harass me. Which one is it? I mean, it's not cool. But I will say, oh my gosh, Melody has such a nice body. Like her shape is so cute to me. Like when she had her little shirt, her jeans on. It's like, go Melody. Like she goes to me, But she still look real cute. She had her 4 kids. Like, and she's just like a boss kind of woman. I just really like her, I think she's my favorite on the show. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but, she's my favorite.
Yeah,
I like Kimmy. I like Kimmy a lot too, though. I mean, I like Melody, but Melody, I would say I don't like her as much this season because she kind of let Martell. Because I feel like I put her up here, but by her actions with Martell, I'm kind of putting her kind of down here. And Kimmy is kind of, because I'm trying to be a nurse. Kimmy is a nurse. Kimmy has a nice, successful marriage. She knows she has those relationships. She know how to care herself, business and personal. She know how to do both. I feel like Melody personal life is kind of deteriorating. So I think this season I'm gonna go with Kimmy for real. I like Melody too though, but I think I'm gonna pick Kimmy if I had to choose.
I don't know. I had to drag Kimmy. I ain't like her this episode. So
really?
When we get to that scene, yeah, I like her to this one. But okay. Anything else from that scene?
No, that's just it, baby. Martell Melody moving on. And I do want to say this. Why is he coming for the guy? Like, I hate when people do that. Like, I hate when you have a problem with Melody, then you want to insult the guy and how he's ugly. You need to do better. You don't even know that man. So why are you hating? Like, I feel like that's not a good look. We need to normalize moving on in peace and leaving the other person out of it. If you have an issue with your ex-wife, your whatever, let that issue be. You don't know that person. And I feel like that's not right of him to be such a hater like that. That's not a good move.
I like that too. He's just jealous. Like you shouldn't. Like it shouldn't matter to you, but you just want to break the guy down or break. You know, make like what she doing is whack. Don't do that.
Exactly. I ain't like that.
Martell isn't all that great, handsome to me, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay, so scene 2, this your scene you wanted to talk about. Kimmy and Patricia. They met at Kimmy's house. They had good dreams. And I was happy to see Kimmy in a whole new light because I was tired of seeing her because I was like, do she have friends? She seemed like such a good person. So I enjoyed seeing her because I kind of knew she had a lot of friends, though, from that when she had a bachelorette party or whatever it was. that she had before she got married. And I mean, it was a room full of people. And you can kind of tell that Kimmy is really a loved person. So I'm happy that they're showing that side of her where it's outside of Melody and Tisha and they're showing her other friends. I love the scene.
I'm just getting tired of this side chick discussion. Like, all right, if you're not a side chick, just leave it alone. Because at this point, I really feel like Maurice needs to clear it up. Because only he truly knows, you know, because he's the, you know, the common denominator. Mm-hmm. So maybe, Kimmy, you weren't the side chick, but it could have been some overlap. You know what I mean? And maybe that's what Kiowa, is that her, how you say her name? Kiowa. That's how she's feeling. Like, maybe she just feel like if you weren't in the wings or, you know, Maurice wasn't like talking to you, maybe they could have worked it out. So I do kind of feel like I didn't like Kimmy in that scene because I feel like she didn't have no compassion for how Kiowa could have felt. Like, if I heard what she was saying, I would be very upset if I was Kiowa. Because just like, don't try to make it seem like I didn't want this divorce. And maybe she didn't. And I feel like that's okay. She should want to fight for her marriage. You know what I mean? And she feel like they can work it out. Like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I just didn't like when Kimmy said, like, and you was dipping and dodging the divorce papers. Everybody may not want to, like, easily, you know, throw in a towel like that, especially a divorce. It's not a breakup. This is like a divorce. So I just felt like, relax, Kimmy. You got him now. You don't have to throw shade. You don't have to throw the lady underneath the bus. You are watching her son. Like, don't come out your neck that way about his mom. Okay. So just relax. Like, maybe she has a reason to feel how she feels. So that's how come I didn't like Kimmy in that scene. So
I don't know. For me, like, I had a moment where I was like, oh my God, like this is kind of unnecessary. Like we discussed this season 1, 2. Like I feel like we kind of didn't need to revisit it. But I feel like Kimmy was playing nice too. So I feel like it was a good message and it needed to be said, but I feel like it should have been said season 1, 2. Because now you're taking a Band-Aid off of a wound now, and now you're opening everything back up. Because you better believe at the reunion, Kai was going to come again, and it's going to be a back and forth thing because I know she's going to have a few, you know, she's going to have a few things to say. She's never been one to hold her mouth. And I felt like they clashed at season, the one when Melody was pregnant. I think it's season 2's reunion. They clashed then, and I thought we kind of, you know, said, okay, we done. You hear what I'm saying? But now I feel like it was just not the right timing. But it definitely needed to be said because, I mean, I enjoyed hearing it. And it showed Kyle in a whole new light. It's like, yeah, she wanted her marriage. But you running from divorce papers. Then he filed for divorce twice. Like, girl, like, what was you doing? Like, this man really did not want to be kept.
Right. But I feel like kind of in girl code, you didn't have to say that because I feel like when you love somebody or your emotions involved, maybe sometimes you don't act rational. So I just felt like woman to woman, I wouldn't try to like, I wouldn't say that of another. I don't know. I just didn't like it. Okay, yeah, that could have went on, but I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna try to cover her in that moment because it is kind of making her look bad, like she couldn't move on. But I feel like, dang, she had a kid with this guy, or I don't know if they have any other kids other than Monster, but they had a life together. So I don't know. I guess I get it in that way. It may not be that easy to walk away. You know what I mean? So that's like I just didn't like it. Like, but again, like you said, to me, I don't know why it's being brought up again as well. Y'all both are in 2 different marriages. Let it go. All right, Maurice is with you now. Kyle, you got a husband. Yeah. Just release it. Who cares about a side chick in this? I don't care. Y'all both remarried. Let it go. It's all right. Please move on. Because Maurice is not worth it. We all are worth, you know, the effort. But like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just Maurice. Like, relax. You know. So, or maybe Kiowa felt like maybe she should have been on the show. Maybe it should have been her and Maurice on Love and Marriage Huntsville kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe that's why she's not letting it go too. But just forget it. Kimmy, at this point, I need Maurice to clear her name. Because I'm getting tired of her doing it. You know that Maurice is kind of silent. That's because I feel like he knows. It probably was a little. And Kyle, she better chill before Kyle will bring out some receipts and voicemails or something to show the timeline, okay? So Kimmy, relax. That's
yeah, you know what? I'm happy that you mentioned the girl code thing because this is my thing, like with girl code. Because it was even mentioned when she was talking to her friend, and her friend was like, Howard was mad at her. You know, it sounded like they were kind of cool for maybe 9 months, and Kimmy was cool with the girl for years. And it's like she expected some type of loyalty because maybe for me, it seemed like maybe the girl hooked Kimmy up with Maurice or something. And Kyle must have felt some type of way, but I feel like it needs to be understood, like what exactly is girl code? Because to me, I know that there is a girl code, but if we're not like friends or like family, I'm not following the code to you because I don't owe you any loyalty, and that's just me. But I mean, I feel like it's girl code, some type of unspoken loyalty you should have to like a stranger.
Maybe not loyalty, but I feel like Kimmy kind of threw her underneath the bus. Kind of like, even though I felt like, the whole Danny Lay situation, like girl code with that, like, sis, you know you're gonna make a certain kind of population upset by saying Yellowbone is what you're trying to make yourself out to be the superior woman. That's what I don't like when it comes down to that. And I felt like Kimmy was trying to make herself out to be the superior woman. You know what I mean? And that's what I don't like. You know, don't try to, especially when it comes to a guy, like don't try to one up somebody else in that kind of way. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by girl code for me. So, like I said, she may know everything. She may know the behind the scenes stuff, but some stuff is just better left unsaid. I wouldn't say, and yeah, because you asserted a divorce paper and you don't want to, like, what? You don't have to say all that. I just thought that was kind of mean. Like, I don't know.
Now, you know what? With that Danny Lay song, that's crazy. We've been talking about that all weekend in my household. I swear. This is my thing about the Danny Lay song. She said Yellowbone is what he wants. So people write songs, they talk about their experiences. She sound like she's talking about one particular person. It can be the baby, not the baby. Whoop de woo. I'm inclined to believe it was the baby because he was underneath her comments rooting for her. He probably told her that. He probably literally told her that's what he liked, that's what he prefers. And everybody have their preference. So for me, I feel no type of way about her making a song called Yellowbone is what he wants, especially when you got Beyonce making songs about brown skinned girls. And I just feel like because bright skinned women are placed on a pedestal by society and dark skinned women are not placed on a pedestal as below, I feel like as a society, when Beyonce came out with that song, it was okay because everybody feels sorry for dark skinned women. But when Danny Lay makes a song about bright skinned women because they already placed on a pedestal, it's like, no, we're gonna knock her down. They don't need to be said. But I feel like it's freedom of speech and it's fair game. And I mean, it was what he wanted, I guess. I mean, I feel no type of way about it. I like it.
I agree with it. And like you said, I'm pretty sure he was gassing her up to say something like that. But I feel like when you come across as being, that may be what he liked, but I feel like I just don't want to, I wouldn't want to shine that light. Because like I said, it's going to make another person feel a certain type of way. And the brown skin girl was like more of an uplifting song versus like, and like no man was needed. No man was mentioned. That's it. If she said, I love my light skin, I'm like something like that, that's fine. But then when you put the man part in it, that's when it becomes, I don't know, a little weird for me. Like with the Beyonce song, which is like brown skin, you're beautiful because this is how God made you. No man was involved. Like, so that just be my thing. Like, relax. You can boast yourself up, but like when you put that man part in it, it just becomes kind of like, I don't know, you're trying to make yourself up to be like kind of higher. Cause I don't know. I could be overthinking it, but yeah, I have no ways of feeling about the song either. She can feel how she feel, but just I feel like don't be trying to make it seem like you're the superior woman.
Because I feel like people was bringing that up when the girl was really going through something, getting put out, crying, and Yellowbone ain't what he wants. I feel like what that song got to do with it? That song don't have nothing to do with her situation as a woman. I feel like that shouldn't even been brought up at all. Period. Yeah. And it was just being brought up. Oh, I thought that's what he wanted. It's just like, come on now.
And he did, like you said. I feel like he did. He probably was, pillow talking her like, we want this cute baby. He probably did say that. So right, like y'all don't gotta kick her when she down. But at the same time, I feel like Neil should probably learn better, because he probably was gassing you up because he felt like maybe that is what you wanted or what you needed to kind of like get you open, kind of thing.
And that's what he gonna go get next. I mean, just keep waiting. That's what he gonna go get next.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah,
I mean, going back to his brown skin baby mom.
He gassed her up with that song. That's what he gonna go get next. A yellow bone. And guess what? I don't consider myself yellow. And guess what? I'm happy he don't want us. I'm happy because he ain't want it. He ain't want it. Okay. The brown skin girl don't want them. They can have them.
Yeah. And I was saying that to my one friend too. I'm like, because she told me people were supporting him more than her in that situation. Yeah. And I was like, y'all still don't understand that yellow bone is about to get his green money. So she still won. Like, she's going to get shot. So you know what I mean? Like, y'all still trying to down her. But at the end of the day, she's going to get the bag because she got his baby. So, you know.
No, I don't even think she wanted the bag though. I think for me, I don't. I feel like she already had a bag. And I feel like she really wanted a family. I feel like she's a broken family. I mean, she's gonna get child support, but I mean, her baby gonna be, growing up in a household by themselves. So
it was sad. She kind of thought he wanted a baby. Like they say, you got to look at people's history.
That's
like
true.
He was not with his baby. What makes you think you're going to be special? So, and he's a rapper. Like, you really thought he's going? She couldn't have really thought that, for real.
You know what? A lot of women have that whole mentality of, he's not going to do me how he did them. Like I said, my first interview when we had together, I think that's a woman's biggest downfall, is thinking that you can change somebody and to think, oh, he would never do that to me. And I think that's just how a lot of women are programmed. We want to see the good in a lot of people. And unfortunately, she thought he was going to change. I mean, Danny Lay is so young now. And I know that it's kind of crazy, but if she was in her 30s, I'd probably look at it a little different. But because she's young in her 20s, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be trial and error when you're in your 20s like that. So I just hope that she learned from her mistakes, and that moving forward, her eyes are open and she does not ever give that man an opportunity to disrespect her like that again.
Danny Lay's in her 20s?
Yes, she is. Danny Lay is like 25.
Oh. Then she knows better. She's old enough to know. When you say 20s, you make me think like 19, 20, 21, 22. 25? Girl, we are out of college.
I don't think she got that much experience like that, though. I don't think she got that much experience. When you 20-something, I know when I was in my 20s, I look back at my 20s and I'll be like, sheesh. And my daddy told me, my brothers could tell me, I had men around me to say, this is the game. This is the game. But sometimes how women are built, I had to learn for myself. And so much trial and error was made in my 20s. And it's like, now when you're in your 30s, all you can do is take the experience from your 20s and never make those same mistakes again.
Yeah, she might have a Sierra glow up. I hope that for her. I hope that for everyone.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see it. She seems like a nice girl.
Yeah.
Because when he did that to me, I probably would have tore it up. So she's a nice girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think I probably went to jail that night, but she's a nice girl.
You think you probably went to what?
I think I probably would have went to jail. That man playing with me like that.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, it probably wouldn't have been him. Oh my God! And this is my thing. They filed charges against her, but it's like that should kind of be like some type of cyber bullying, some type of bullying when he, you my side chick, and I don't know. I feel like he was trying to push those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she did good. I feel like she handled herself well. I wish she would have left sooner, but hey.
Yeah. She probably really did want to work it out. All right. What's the next thing? We did go on a tangent. We should have did a live about that.
We really should have. But the next thing is the Scotts, Tisha and Marceau, and he surprised her with counseling.
Financial counseling. Yeah.
That was crazy. It's like, you didn't like it when I did it to you, so you go and you do it to me. And I don't know if you feel the same way, but it was kind of like the counselor seemed at first I got the vibe of let's just show them all our stuff. Like they just friends that came over and they just talking and they just showing them their stuff. But it's like, is they really gonna counsel, or is they just looking at these people's stuff, or are they a fan?
Right, because they really didn't need to show anything. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Mm-hmm.
So at first I kind of thought it was kind of like braggadocious at first, talking about the cars and you go upstairs, you see all my makeup. And then when they went upstairs, I didn't see nothing that warrant for her to even say that. I'm thinking I'm going to see a big old desk. Right. I mean, just full of makeup because I know what that looks like. So I'm thinking I'm going to see all type of fragrances. It's just like, girl.
It looked like I was like, oh, her stuff looked like my stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Look like it
exactly. Like they look like they're like my grandma's house. Like, girl, with the clothes and the perfumes, and girl, come on. So I feel like that was kind of unnecessary. But towards the end, I feel like the counselors do seem like they can give some good advice. They were starting to become kind of stern. But I didn't see them like, oh my God, they good. Like, whoo. I feel like they need somebody that's probably been married longer. And they can be more firm with them. They ain't got time to be running around looking at your stuff. I believe you, but it was petty that he kind of did that to her. And that was good that she stayed there and she went through the counseling session, and she's she's a player. She's a player. But that's just funny to me how he's okay with having financial counseling when it benefits him, but he don't want to go to a relationship counselor. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, and she probably stuck and stayed around for that because a lot of people was like, I would have left because just like how he left when she tried to take him to counseling, but I think she wanted to prove a point. Like, look at me, I'm trying to do my part when you bring up a problem, so you need to kind of do the same thing for me. So I like that she stayed and was engaged and was receptive. You know what I mean? Because she wanted to make the marriage work. So I get you, Tisha. I get you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to the next scene?
Next scene, yeah.
Okay, so the next scene is pretty much the female cast. Destiny had a little event. Well, not a little event. I saw you saying little. Destiny had an event. It's just such a habit, but as people starting to say that little words started to be a problem now. So Destiny had her an event, and she announced what she's on the cover of a magazine, and she was doing big things, and I loved how the women, they donated, they sponsored, and I'm like, okay, like I need me some friends like that. Okay. I'm just saying, I need friends like that, friends that's, you know what I'm saying? It's just so good to see a circle of women that's really boss women. They're mothers, they're entrepreneurs, they got a bag. You don't really hear nothing too bad about these women. And I love it. So I enjoy seeing that. And I'm hoping that the pregnant girl, I don't remember her name, I'm hoping she become a castmate. Because it's like when Melanie was recording her video at the woman's house, I'm like, well, dang, what's she doing? What her husband do? So I want to know more about her. Okay.
And it was technically an estate. An estate. That means some acres or some land is owned, I
want to know what they got going on, because we do need some more marriages on there that's successful, Black marriages. But I'm hoping they make her part of the cast. I would love to see it. I think I would have rather that than Tiffany. But I don't know. The thing with Tisha and Tiffany, I didn't like that scene. I feel like it was unnecessary. I feel like it was not the place. I felt like they should have did that in Vegas. You get what I'm saying? So that was kind of unnecessary. I don't know if that was set up by the producers.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, it kind of seemed that way, because it's like, okay, what's your dirt? And it's just like the producers just want those questions asked. I feel like Tisha didn't really care to get those questions asked. But I would say Tisha, oh my God, like Tisha, girl, normally you look amazing, but at that event, girl, I don't know if you left the gym and you was like, okay, let me just grab this wig, and you kind of like dust that wig off that closet, and you just like put that wig on, but girl, that wig was not the way. Okay.
Really? I thought she looked fine. It is.
Oh, that wig was not. That wig was not the way. Oh, that wig looked so toe up. But I do like how she told Melody though, like, it's pretty much like, okay, we giving out checks. Where's my check? And I will say this is the last thing. I like how Kimmy this episode. I feel like Kimmy really Because Kimmy is always so calm. She go with the flow. I love that Kimmy was just like, she was dishing it out this episode, and I love that. Like from checking the stuff with Kiowa to letting Tisha know, yeah, you bit off my head. Like, yeah, I didn't respond to the message, but you got the check. So which one you rather have? A response and no check, or no response and a check? I loved it.
I loved it. I agree. I liked having boss friends too, like how they was throwing their checks around, like it ain't enough. Like, here's your check. Like, I like that too. Like, ooh, loved it. I tweeted that too. It was very empowering. I was like, oh, my friends like that. Like, and I like that Destiny's on hype hair. I think that's pretty dope too. I really didn't have much else to kind of say about that scene either, based off you kind of said everything. That scene with Tiffany and Tisha scene force, like we didn't need to know that she cheated on her boyfriend or husband or whoever he was. And I felt like Tisha wasn't being empathetic when she said, like, oh, Tiffany didn't want to go into too many details because he's no longer here. I didn't know that. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Right. Respectfully. But I feel like Tisha kept trying to go in. Like, this is none of your business. You know you really don't care. So
when you said no longer here, you don't mean like dead, huh?
I thought that's what she meant.
No, I thought the man was. I think he's still alive. They was talking about co-parenting.
Oh, when she said no longer here, what she meant, like in the state of Mississippi or something? Alabama?
I don't think he's dead.
When she said no longer here, that's how I took it. I was like, oh my gosh.
I mean, I didn't know that when they first introduced him, they was talking about co-parenting. So I think she would have mentioned that. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't deceased then. I don't know if he is deceased.
I don't know. That's just how I took it the way she said it. Oh my gosh. I hope he's not dead in that case.
I guess when she said no longer here, she could have meant we're no longer married. I don't know, but I didn't know the man was deceased if he was.
I don't know. That's how I took. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that scene. But yeah. Yeah. And I just hope they stop talking about a bunch of stuff that they keep talking about. I'm tired of that check situation, the Destiny race, all that. Forget it. I'm tired of it. So yeah, this was a pretty skimpy episode. I do not know why they couldn't just premiere this one. This felt like a filler episode. They could have like totally showed us this last week. Like, what are y'all doing?
That's true. That's true.
It's a disrespect for me. They put off a whole week as though like this was gonna be like that episode. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
like it was the premiere of her video episode. Yeah, they did it.
Right.
I'm sick of them. So, all right. Let me see.
Okay, now we got one more scene.
Oh, really? Okay, go ahead. What scene is it?
That show just said much. You like, yeah, this episode was not it. Maurice and Kimmy, he surprised her in the hotel.
Oh, yeah, they going on their honeymoon and stuff.
Right.
In that pink dress.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Let me tell you something. Kimmy been serving it, okay? She got the best look of the whole episode. Destiny did good last night, too. But yes, that's a big thing. We saw Maurice get into a whole new element. He surprised her. Maurice was very romantic. I was very happy to see that. Because like I said, this season, they are my favorite couple. Kimmy is my favorite this season. And I love to see the growth. I love that he was just romantic. He finally gave her the honeymoon that she needed. And I like seeing them in that light. Because you don't really see them get romantic like that on camera. And I love to see the chemistry, and I feel like they was real. I feel like they are very comfortable with each other. I really saw that, and I like that. I like that scene.
Yeah, it's nice. Well, I asked on Twitter, but what's the deal with them not already having a honeymoon? Like, why are they just now having one?
For me, it seemed like time. Like he worked a lot. And then their son has to go to games. She was saying earlier, and he didn't want to miss the game. So
no, I'm talking about
maybe they're gonna schedule their honeymoon in the summer since he's gonna be with his mom in the summer.
No, like haven't they been married for years? And I thought you take the honeymoon like right after you get married.
We're supposed to.
That was the part I was trying to figure out. Like, oh, maybe they shared that previous seasons. Like, why?
No, I don't know. For me, I always understood it was time. That was all that I kind of got from it. I didn't really get no other reason.
Okay. All right, maybe they'll talk about it on the reunion. I need answers.
Hopefully, been a win on the honeymoon. Okay, that'd be good. Hopefully, they've been a win on their honeymoon.
Oh yeah, by that time.
Yeah.
And then, why does Kimmy keep thinking somebody wanted threesome with her? I'm like, if she don't get off of this, they be honest.
When she told Destiny, "Don't come, Destiny, you're not invited."
Yeah, like Kimmy, relax.
That was a good one.
Like, relax. All right, so on Twitter, I'm sorry reading the popping ones. Oh, see now they talking about Tisha's wigs. I guess she was right. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, just be moving. Okay. Once again, Kimmy is misdirecting her energy. No, Kiowa shouldn't be calling her a side chick, but Maurice should be shutting that down in honor of his wife. Kimmy never holds Maurice accountable. He faces 0 consequences. I have to agree with that. These are the top. Okay. Tisha, she cheated for the same reason Marceau did. Ooh, move on, baby girl. You in the wrong person's business. Stink. Aw. Marceau gaslighted out of Tisha with this one. I guess they're talking about the counseling session.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They only got 7. What's this one say? Tisha Tiffany. So why did you cheat? Like, who asked that? That was such a good question. Okay. Poor finance person thinking they need therapy. Yeah, it was more about that than actual financial therapy.
Right.
Kimmy little friend was giving me suspect. I don't trust her, and she seemed very messy. No facial expressions. I think she helped spread that rumor. Her hair up 1 second and down the next. She was here for cameras, honey, and a free drink. Well, we're going to see. Destiny is serving beauty and booty, and we're here for it.
Yes.
This better be a real episode tonight. Yeah, because they played this last week. All right. So Mushmouth Marceau wants to ambush Tisha with financial counseling, but gets an attitude about marital counseling. Boy, bye.
Period.
This is us. Aww.
I love it.
Me too. It's a cute picture. So Mel can't go back to a restaurant she likes because y'all divorced. Okay, Maurice, appreciate that marriage with Kimmy. Destiny, what you got on, child? I didn't really like her outfit either. I didn't like that. Some things, some tassels. Ugh. I didn't like it. Let's see. They only got 18. Marceau is so passive aggressive. He can't find those top teeth, but he'll find a way to gaslight Tisha. No, they didn't.
Wow.
Look at this backfire on Marceau. I see the restraint he's using not to walk up on her. Restraining orders and gun range practice Melody. Interesting. I didn't realize that. And people were saying that. A lot of people was like, she needs to get a restraining order from him. They kind of, maybe they felt like his energy was a little violent. I'm going to have to go back and watch. Tisha to Tiffany. So why did you cheat? Child, Tisha is definitely Miss Wild's child. Miss Wanda's child. Now Tisha ain't nan one of them wig, no wearing a $1,200 wig. Every wig on this show looks like they got it from Amazon Prime.
Period.
I'm not gonna stop eating at my favorite restaurant to please nobody's ego.
I know that's right.
Martell's face when Melody said she's not his woman anymore. If we never get to see Melody and Martell in another scene together, I will be perfectly fine with that. Because when I say that I'm exhausted, somebody pour me a shot or two. Tiffany can still go. Kimmy looks bomb in that dress. She do. I do not like when someone says it's not true, so why are you worried about it? That's easy for you to say because you're not the one being dragged through the mud. Exactly, Marcel. Clear that lady's name up once and for all. Tiffany. No, not Marcel. Maurice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tiffany on here talking about she cheated in high school. Girl, stop.
Now, for me, that still count.
You think so? Well, maybe it shouldn't after you say I do. You know what I mean?
And we together, and we married, and I found out you cheated on me in high school. I don't know. For me, I'm a scrapper, yo. We just, that loyalty is so big, and when you give your body away, oh my gosh, it cuts so deep. So deep.
But like, maybe they felt like, I don't know. When you say high school, it just made me think like, I don't know.
I probably would divorce you because of it, but I'm definitely gonna have to go through that period again. Like it'll feel like you cheated on me recently. Like I don't know, because for me, when I'm with somebody, I'm like literally with that person. Like I don't see nobody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, she should have kept distance, because I feel like in the grand scheme of things, it really don't matter. Especially if, I guess only she would know if she stopped cheating when she said I do. But that was in high school. I don't know. And he still married you. Oh, that's a. I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit more.
I feel like it's young and you're young, but my thing is, if you call yourself being young in high school in a relationship, then commit to that relationship. If you feel like it's a thing where you're so young, you know, you can't expect the person to commit, then don't be with me then.
Mm-hmm. But it's like they still had got married, so that's how I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know either. And that's why I kind of felt it was weird. I don't get the timeline.
Me neither.
Because she asked them why they divorced, and she said cheating. So I know they didn't get a divorce over a high school cheating, because I mean it is kind of crazy to get a divorce over. I know it's unless the high school sweetheart, the high school person came back and they cheated with him again. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
And it seemed as though like I can't really tell who cheated on who. Was it her that they divorced?
She said they both. I think she cheated. She cheated in her marriage, and then her husband now cheated in his marriage.
Yeah, she gotta. No, she don't have to, but we need clarity. Maybe I'll add her. Mm-hmm. She's on here. Like, I'm gonna get this scene, cut it, and send it to her. Like, can you help us? Kimmy is the best dressed on the show, hands down. Kimmy do be cute. Marcel doesn't want to get counseling for his relationship, but he wants to get it for money. Child, the priorities. That's true. Exactly. Like, if you get the marriage part down packed, the finance stuff will just kind of be in order.
Right.
You know? We'll fall down the line. Girl, calling these people out about a check at an event, I would have told her to kiss my A.
No, she giving that girl a check at the event. I think that was perfect timing.
Okay. I may have said it off scenes. I don't know. A different surrounding. Martell's what happens when you think that 20% is better than that 80%. Choices have consequences. You right. Oh, this the wig. Oh, they talking about her. I didn't like notice it that much.
Baby, that wig is horrible.
Oh my God. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I'm gonna have to go back. This is a $1,200 wig. Oh my gosh, that's so mean. Kimmy got friends after 4 seasons. We finally meet. You said that. After 4 seasons, we finally meet one of her friends who happens to be friends with Kiowa. Some puzzle pieces are missing. Child, Maurice is becoming more and more suspect to me. Kimmy, hun, I think you better measure twice, boo. Be careful. I don't know what that means. Martell doesn't realize that Mel can date because she's now legally single. Inexactly. Oh my God. I hope that they get it together come next week. Oh, I'm really excited for next week's episode too, because it's the video premiere. So that should be juicy. It got all the characters. I see Miss Wanda. Okay. Yeah. I think it's about to pick up.
You would have thought they would have skipped next week though, because of after Thanksgiving. Normally that's what a lot of shows do. They skip holiday week, you know?
Right. Well, then we would have understood.
We heard.
Right. But it's all good because we all gonna be home and watching TV. So hopefully do come on. Don't neglect us. Don't skip it again.
I hope Ready for Love come on though. Sometimes people skip 2 weeks, but I hope Ready for Love come on.
Me too, because it was starting to get juicy and pick up with that too.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. Well, that was another great, lovely review. We still have a lot of unanswered questions, but hopefully, we'll find out next episode and at the reunion because I feel like the season should be almost over. But nevertheless. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, we got one episode and then we got the reunion. Just the season finale.
Okay. All right. Well, until next week, if they show us a new episode on this upcoming week, we will be back again, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Oh, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And also go check out Brittany's YouTube channel, which is right there on her screen. Blessed be. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.